What's up and welcome back to Rumor Has It Official. Let's get straight into talking about 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way. This is season 2, episode 9, and the title of this episode is Crossing the Line. Let's start off with Ariella and Benyam. So far nothing has turned out the way that Ariella has hoped it would. And I'm just going to start calling her Ari and Baby Cool because I'm about over it. Okay, so her mom has now insisted that they stay at her guest house, okay? They had 2 twin beds pushed together, and then the camera moves over, and Ari's mom is in the other little section of the guest house in another little twin bed. So Ari says that she wants to stay and make things work in Ethiopia with Baby Cool, but she needs to make sure that she feels comfortable and safe to deliver their baby there. They get dressed and head to check out a hospital, but if they don't like it, her mother is going to want her to come back home and give birth to the baby in America. I think that Ari is very fortunate to have her mother during this trip. And once they arrive there, her mother says that she's looking for the hospital to be clean. While they're touring the hospital, she is impressed by the cleanliness, that they have a NICU for the baby if something was to go wrong, and they are stocked up on medicine. So they do try to do things the natural way, the midwife was saying, but they do have medicines just in case. They do have private rooms if that's something that you want as well, because I think typically they share a space, but they do have private rooms. So they have that. And the mom, she is a nurse, so she just seems to know all the right things to say, all the right questions to pose to the nurse and the midwife that are there. So I think that she was very fortunate because she just sat there the whole time and really didn't say much. Her nor Baby Cool, they didn't say really anything. So she's fortunate to have her mom. Comment down below your thoughts. Let's move on to Tim and Melyza. So Tim has arrived in Colombia with him and his support animal. And Melyza is still very hurt and scared to trust him again. Tim is afraid that Melyza will see him and then be reminded about what he did. Now, Tim and Melyza, with all the pets in the airport, I mean, he gets a pass because he's moving there from America, so he's bringing his pet with him, his support animal. But Melyza, she could have left the 2 dogs at home, really. I get people be loving their pets and they're like family, but for space, like he had luggage and different things that he was bringing. It just wasn't enough room to be toting all them dogs and stuff, plus his support animal. It was a little bit too much. So Melyza comments on the fact that Tim looks different and gained weight. I don't know if her saying that was a good or bad thing. Melyza still has her guard up and needs to be able to rely on Tim, but isn't sure with Tim moving to Colombia if things are going to be different. Comment down below your thoughts, and let's move on to Deavan and Jihoon. So Deavan and her mom go to a market in Korea, and she's trying to show her mom more of Korea because she says that her mom is stressed out and thinks that Deavan is making a mistake with moving there, which she is now starting to feel like it was a huge mistake moving there. Now, during this scene, Deavan is trying to order food and there's no pictures. This is the first time that she's out and about at a market without Jihoon. And I don't know whose idea it was to buy that translator, but they need to throw that thing away and stick to using the Google Translator app on their phone. Deavan wants to sit down and talk to Jihoon's mom. This is something she shares during this scene to get more answers because she feels like she's not getting the answers or the truth from Jihoon. She adds that his mother doesn't like her, so if she sits down and it doesn't go well, then she will leave and go back home. Comment down below your thoughts, and let's move on to Armando and Kenneth. So Kenneth is feeling rejected by Armando in this scene. He goes to hold his hand while they're out in public, and Armando is very scared to do so and not comfortable doing so out of fear of someone not agreeing and some harm coming their way, which is understandable. Comment down below your thoughts. Let's move on to Tim and Melyza. So Tim and Melyza are going out so Tim can explore Colombia. While out, Melyza brings up Tim cheating and wants to know more about how things happened. Tim explaining the events that took place between him and his coworker. It's obvious that he's not ready to be fully transparent about it and go all the way in like his therapist advised him to do. He says casual talk turned into flirting, and then he invited her over but thought that he was just going to be able to keep it at a hangout basis. He's lying. He knew exactly what he was doing. And I guess the problem I have with Tim is if he had not been caught, would he have come out on his own and been truthful with Melyza? I really don't think so. He probably would have continued to mess around on Melyza with his coworker. Comment down below your thoughts, and let's move on to Brittany and Yazan. So it's only been 2 days since Brittany's arrival at this point, and at this point, we've only seen drama from these two, but this episode, there was no crying. There was no screaming. No body jerking took place. So they go talk with his uncle to see if the uncle can talk with Yazan's father about giving them more time and having another sit down with him and Brittany. Not only is Brittany the problem because she's not being truthful or upfront about the divorce not being finalized, but Yazan is wrong because he's trying to force Brittany to convert to Islam. And his uncle even said that it is forbidden to force someone to convert. So Yazan is aware of this, but only translate what he wants. Now, before he translates, his uncle tells him not to hide anything from Brittany. And Yazan tells her that the uncle said, you must change, like a lot. So Brittany should have had a translator there because Yazan doesn't translate everything and takes what he wants from the conversation and says only what will benefit him. Comment down below your thoughts, and let's move on to Ari and Baby Cool. So Ari's mom says that she's still feeling stressed and doesn't know Baby Cool well enough to know that he'll be able to take care of her daughter. She was hoping that the hospital would have turned out to be a disaster so that she would be able to talk her daughter into coming back home with her to the States. Her mother questions Baby Cool on why his first wife divorced him, and he's even confused on why she divorced him. He goes on to say that his ex-wife found messages from another girl and she wasn't happy about that. He says that he apologized to her for everything. Ari's mom was like, well, I thought you said that you didn't do anything wrong. And he's like, I didn't do anything wrong. She left and blocked me. So the responses is not mature. He's still very immature. The more her mom poses these questions, it's evident that Ari would be supporting both herself, the baby, and Baby Cool. Baby Cool says that he plans to support his family off of dancing and singing jobs. Now, I don't think that that's gonna cut it. I think she should have took a lot of these things into consideration before she decided to move down there. But again, it's not too late. When her mom goes back, she can go back with her. I think I would have gone back with my mom if I was in her situation. Comment down below your thoughts, and let's move on to Deavan and Jihoon. So Deavan in this scene is meeting up with Jihoon and his parents to discuss his finances. Jihoon's mom is a piece of work, okay? And I don't like her attitude, to be honest. I really don't. Now I kind of see why Deavan feels the way she does about Jihoon's mom. Jihoon's father tells her to stand up. Now, and I'm talking about Jihoon's mother. Jihoon's father is telling his wife to stand up, and she's like, shut up, and there's no need to stand. Jihoon claims that he wants to make things better, but walks right past Deavan, knowing doggone well he saw her and his baby. Okay, Deavan is literally standing in the hallway before she enters the room, taking her shoes off, because I believe that's what you have to do. And so she's taking her shoes off. Their baby is sitting right there. He walks right past her, doesn't say anything. Jihoon claims that he couldn't bear to face her because he feels really bad. Jihoon's father is speaking on his son's behalf during this conversation and apologizing, and he shouldn't have to do that. They are using this translator, and it's trash. They should have hired a translator like Paul and Karini would do from time to time. So this translator is making things impossible for them to get past this rough patch. It's only making things worse. And Jihoon is getting very frustrated and starts yelling in Korean while looking at Deavan. So she's confused on what's going on when she's telling the translator things like he scammed her, he tricked her, that, she's basically ruined her life. His mother starts laughing. Okay. Now, I don't know if she's laughing because the translator device sounds funny when it's repeating certain things. I don't know, but she's not taking this seriously. Jihoon is not taking things really seriously. He's getting too frustrated too quickly instead of pulling out his doggone phone and using that to translate if that translator device was not working. He's getting very upset and she just does not know what's going on. So in the end, when she says she just can't do this, he ends up getting up and storming off barefooted, telling her to go back to America. Now, my thing is, before this little translator device that they're using now, they were using their phones. Where are their cell phones to translate with one another? Jihoon does speak some English, so why is he now yelling in Korean in her face? Like, it's just a hot mess. I don't even understand what the heck is going on. I'm really interested to hear your thoughts on this episode of 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way. This is season 2, episode 9. Again, the title was Crossing the Line. Comment down below your thoughts. Give this video a big thumbs up. Share with a friend who also loves watching 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you'll be notified on the next time I make an upload. And I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.